The CW Television Network has formed as a joint venture between Warner Brothers Entertainment and CBS Corporation. The CW is America's fifth broadcast network and the only network targeting young adults 18 to 34. So they were birthed basically from the old WB and the old UPN became CW Network. Their Senior Vice President of Technology is Hal Protter. Hal, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well.
Glad to have you with us. CW, then, let me guess, stands for C for CBS, probably?
Yes, sir.
W for Warner Brothers.
Yes, sir.
All righty. And a new marriage and a whole lot of interesting things happening because you got the best of the affiliates all around the country, the best of the programming that both had to offer, now combined onto the CW so that everybody's happy, I hope.
Very happy. And an audience, our target audience is early adopters as well. So they buy big screens, they buy flat screens, they buy HD, they buy triple play from their communications carrier. It's a very tech-savvy audience that we reach.
And that tech-savvy audience is certainly being reminded by the CW of the digital television transition coming up February of 2009. What specifically is CW doing to help educate consumers?
Well, we're using some of our time to run banners and run 30-second spots. We are supporting our affiliates who have a legal obligation to either follow the NAB plan or the other alternative from the FCC, and we're providing branded announcements so that people are conscious that they're watching a CW affiliate at the same time. And we're providing a lot of technical support to help the stations integrate HD, and actually we're encouraging them to convert early. We have about a dozen stations already which are really all HD TV until they hit the transmitter and they make SD at the transmitter, but they only switch and deliver HD through the whole path. And Miami is one of those affiliates, by the way.
Very fine. So, of course, the fact that you also have, you're targeting young adults with the programming is a great opportunity to remind our listeners of an announcement that was made here at the Washington Forum where Florence Henderson, Mrs. Brady, is launching a new campaign with the Consumer Electronics Association to convert your mom. So don't forget that mom and dad also need to have a converter if they're watching over the air, whether it's the CW or any of the off-air television stations. And more importantly, as you pointed out on the commercial break, is not just to have the converter box sit on top of the television, but it's got to be connected to those rabbit ears or that outside antenna.
It has to be connected to antenna, and people also who have DTV are going to have to do a rescan on the 18th of February because some of the channels are actually going to change, even though the number identification won't change. And in some markets, the type of antenna they need is going to be different in terms of optimization versus what they have now. For instance, in Los Angeles, all the HD stations now are UHF. After the 18th of February, there's going to be 4 high VHF stations again. So someone who is watching channel 7 is going to actually get it from 7 after the analog turnoff, and they now get it from a UHF station. So if they only have a UHF antenna, they're not optimized anymore. They just need to think about it. Americans like to be told what time it is, but this is one transition that they have to give a few minutes of thought as to actually scratch the surface as to what they're really watching and what's going to change for them on the 18th.
That's a good point. And, of course, Hal, you bring up another great point, and that is don't wait. Do it now. There's no reason why you shouldn't. And, in fact, there's every reason to do it now because even on your older analog set, the picture will look better if you're getting it off the air digitally and using a converter box. It actually will improve.
It will look far better if you're getting it. And also a lot of people don't realize if they have a TV set HD they bought last 3 years that it has a built-in tuner. And in many, many markets, the best quality HD picture is over the air, where you have 19.3 megabit signal on many of the stations versus the compression that satellite or cable does to the HD picture.
Sure.
The best is over the air.
Exactly. I have cable and satellite and prefer to watch my HD programming in prime time over the air.
Yes.
It is a much better picture. CWTV.com for more information of what Hal and his team are working on as well. And, of course, as you watch the CW Network, you'll see a lot of their goodies. Hal Protter, Senior Vice President of Technology for CW Network, thanks for joining us on Into Tomorrow.
Thank you for having me.